All right, this is an OutRun dance party. We're gonna play Saturn OutRun. Surprise, surprise. Uh, Last couple years we did the regular old arcade version. Of course, we don't have arcade cabinets. We're playing on MAME. I did Cannonball version in the last one, which is very, very similar to the arcade version. This one is actually very similar to the Cannonball version. Cannonball and the Saturn version, oddly enough, are like really like the way the car drives specifically is really similar. But the one thing that this version has that none of the other ones do is a specific custom set of music. So since we've already raced this and I've already talked about this game, hopefully in the future we'll continue to bring new versions of OutRun from other consoles. But this was a great spot to get the Saturn version in. And I'm pretty much just going to turn off my mic and we're going to just play through 3 runs so we can hear each of the 3 songs over a full run. I'll turn my mic back off on at the end to say goodbye to everybody, but I'll pretty much just keep my mic off during this. I'll take a look at the options here real quick. We do have some special options here. There is a separate speedrun category for extra easy, which only, I guess the Genesis version has it. But like, as far as the arcade version, there's no extra easy on the arcade. There is an easy, normal and hard, and very hard, I think. But there's no extra easy. This has an extra easy. So I'm going to take advantage of the extra easy time limit, but I'm going to play the game on the hardest enemy level. Unless that turns out to be too hard, and then I'm going to take it down a notch. But I think I can do it. Otherwise, you can do automatic in this too. It's kind of a nice touch. I think Cannonball also has that, but this had it years before. And then we're doing smooth. I forget off the top of my head what there's like a combination of keys or a combination of buttons you have to do on the controller to get the smooth instead of just regular. So smooth just means 60 frames per second. So we're going to take advantage of the 60 frames per second that the Saturn version offers. And we're going to take advantage of the extra easy time limit so we can play the hardest difficulty and have plenty of time. And we're going to, the background music mode here, we have the classic arcade, but we're going to do whatever, they call it arrange for whatever, I guess it's because it's the new arrangements of the songs. We're going to see, if you're listening on anything that's got some bass to it, you're going to see that these versions of these songs really, really rock, really kind of pump, bop, perhaps, as the kids say today. I don't know. Kids say that? Maybe they do. So here we go. I'm going to do 3 runs. We're going to enjoy all the music. I'm going to end up resetting after the first 2 runs because for some reason in this version, when you simply complete 1 run, you get the credit sequence, which doesn't even exist in the arcade. In the like other versions, you have to actually finish all 5 for that. But for some reason in this version, you only have to finish 1. So we're going to reset through those because there's absolutely no other way to stop them. Yeah, here we go. We're going to start it off with Magical Sound Shower. Enjoy the tunes.
Get ready.
Checkpoint. 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 Congratulations.
Hope you enjoyed that one. It is going to take just a second for this to reset for us. And then we're going to move on to the next tune in this OutRun Saturn block. Please enjoy Passing Breeze.
Get ready.
Checkpoint. 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 Congratulations.
song that we hear that comes on after the race is technically called Last Wave. Different versions of it sort of play an extended version of it or don't or whatever. The arcade version, it usually sort of cuts it off right here, as it does in this version. All right, we got one tune left here. We could use a save state to skip past this part, but seems silly since it is a Saturn event. We'll enjoy the reset screen and do one last run here with everybody's favorite, Splash Wave.
Get ready.
Checkpoint. 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 Checkpoint.
That was a close one, but we made it. We made it. Yeah, we did the edge routes there, which are probably some of the harder routes. And then we did Gold D, which is my favorite route. So that was fun. I like playing the game on harder difficulty. You don't really ever do it for a speed run, but it's a fun challenge. But yeah, this game is a lot of fun. There is a speed run category where basically you can play it on extra easy is one category. You can play it on any other difficulty. So usually I think we play it on easy, I guess. It used to be grouped in with the regular arcade speedrun until we discovered that there are slight advantages to this one. It is a little bit easier to get faster times in this game. But super fun. One of the many great arcade games that got ported to the Saturn. I think we have another one of those coming up shortly in Space Harrier. You know, same era as OutRun. Great version on the Saturn. That's it for me. I'm JFred99. Check me out pretty much anywhere on the internet as JFred99. I do all kinds of 8-bit stuff and a little bit of... basically, if I'm not doing 8-bit stuff, it's usually OutRun related. So I'm more than happy to be here today. Thanks for having me. Have a good one, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the marathon. Take care. Bye-bye.